Among all the great DNA I got from my parents, mixed in with some of those genes were a couple of cardiac issues. So I've always tried to maintain good health and see a cardiologist regularly from my young days. Thank God everything went well until relatively recently when I started experiencing some random tightness, pains in my chest.
Mr. Gray then began to feel pains in his chest while exercising. He went back to his cardiologist, where tests revealed blocked arteries, and he received triple bypass surgery. Now it was time for cardiac rehab.
I happen to live in the neighborhood of Monmouth South, so that would have been a logical choice for me to come here, but when it came to my heart, I wasn't going to choose a place just based on convenience. So I consulted with a number of doctors, cardiologists included, and they told me that Monmouth South is the place that you want to be. You're going to get excellent care there. They have all the equipment, they have the personnel, the backup. When I walked into the facility, I think I actually felt a few flutters in my heart, because when I saw cardiac rehab, I'm saying, wait a second, that's not me, that must be somebody else. But then I did a quick reality check, but immediately I met these two wonderful young ladies, and they were super people. They put me at ease, told me they were going to walk me through it, they were going to bring me back to good health, and they were going to do it in a way that would be comfortable for me, challenging, but to a limit. They didn't just do this as a profession, they did it because they really felt for the individual patient, and that's what made it so super special here at Monmouth South.
There is more to cardiac rehabilitation than just getting back into physical shape. There are two other prongs of the recovery process.
Cardiac surgery is a major life-changing event, and a lot of times there are a lot of medications that patients get sent home on. So we go through each medication one by one, and we find that when we talk to the patients and explain really what the medications are for, what they do, how they work, and how they'll, potentially help them live longer and feel better, then we find that most patients like that information and tend to stick to the medications.
Usually after a major cardiac surgery, we recommend a diet that is moderated in fat and sodium. We find that there is a lot of sodium in our processed foods in our diet. Things like frozen foods, canned foods, fast foods, those are highest in sodium. It's not an overnight process. It's something that takes time. Usually in the hospital, we're the first person to introduce that diet to the patient, and we often recommend follow-up outpatient dietitian to contact the patient, work with that patient to better adopt those dietary patterns and habits.
Thanks to the great, dedicated, caring professional staff here who became extended family to me, really, and I've even come back a couple times just to say hello, and they brought me back to good health. They were instrumental in getting me there, and I would have to say my life is pretty much back to normal now, and better educated about cardiac issues, and I have it all to thank Monmouth South for that.